All right then, Corporate Insider, and that's where it's all corporate action. The next company in focus for you is Escorts. We're now joined by Mr. Rohtash Mal, Executive Director and CEO at Escorts. Let's pull up the price chart for our viewers there on Escorts. It's done fairly well. It's moved up from about 120 odd rupees, and currently it's trading well above 150 is above that. So it's been a good time for a lot of these. For 176 is where it's trading right now. It's up about 1.5% in trade this morning. It's been a good time for all of the auto pack, and this one's no exception. Mr. Mal, tell us a little bit more about how the tractor business has been doing of late. You've seen that revival and turnaround set in, but are you waiting for the monsoon this time around before you can make prognosis on how sales are going to pan out for the rest of the year?
Well, the monsoon is a determinator of how things happen throughout our economy. But I think the momentum that the farm sector is gaining with the support that the government is providing it, especially in the last budget, should see this momentum continue for quite a while to come. The upside on performance in this sector is absolutely large. You are, in a sense, treating it as part of the automotive sector. But if you were to look at as the major upside available in mechanizing the farm sector, it does take on a different perspective. Yes, the turnaround is happening at Escorts, but also there is a turnaround happening in the economy. I think I've lost them.
Right, Mr. Mal, you know, one question really then on the fact that tractors account for about 72% of revenues for you. As you go ahead, do you see this as being key business for you, or do you see diversification as something that will be pretty much on the cards now that you are confident that there is a revival in the economy and it is time really to put money to work now?
Diversification beyond what we do today is obviously, any diversification is subject to opportunity available. But given the fact that the three sectors that we operate in, that is the farm sector, the railway sector and the construction sector, these are nation building activities where a lot of emphasis is going. India is being built ground up. I think there's a huge upside and opportunity for Escorts to continue playing in these dimensions for a significant length of time to come still.
Mr. Mal, a couple of questions really. One, you know, amongst the industry, if you look at it, the margins that Escorts enjoys aren't the greatest. The belief, however, is that the quarter gone by, that is Jan to March, and a couple of quarters coming ahead leading up to your year end, would actually see a significantly better performance from you as a company. One, do you think you are on track for that? And two, would it essentially be margin enhancement that will lead to performance?
I would have been happier if we were talking day after tomorrow rather than today, because tomorrow we have a board meeting and we announce our results.
Which we will, Mr. Mal.
If I were to not to look at forward numbers, yes, we will, and gladly so, and we're delighted to do that. But if you look at our performance over the last 2 calendar years, on tractors, for example, we went from 44,000 to 54,000 tractors, and from a PBT of 35 odd crores in the calendar 08 to 135 crores in calendar 09. I think Escorts is again coming back into its own. And as to your question whether I expect this momentum to continue, given the initiatives that we are taking on product development, market development, human development, cost management, I see no reason why this pace should slow down.
Just very quickly, Mr. Mal, would there be an uptick in margins as well?
Yes, of course. Life is looking better on the margin side also, in spite of raw material prices and the excise duty having had a deleterious effect.
Fair call, Mr. Mal. We'll talk about that day after tomorrow as well once your numbers are out. But all the best for the quarter and the next 2 quarters as well leading up to the year end. That is Escorts. Remember, the market expects significantly better numbers from the company, which will be announced in a couple of days' time.